It was supposed to be a routine night shift for Amanda. At the city's central library, the large building, usually filled with the hum of late-night students, was now quiet. She checked the clock on the wall. 11:55 p.m., only 5 more minutes, then she could head home. She stood up from the desk and stretched. The building was cold, the air thick with the smell of old paper and ink. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, but she ignored it. It was probably another text from her roommate, reminding her to lock the door behind her. Amanda had grown used to the messages. As she walked past the rows of bookshelves, a strange feeling crawled up her spine. The library felt different. The quiet, usually comforting, now seemed suffocating. She glanced around, but everything appeared normal. The neon lights flickered overhead, casting long shadows. Suddenly, the lights went out. The hum of the fluorescent bulbs vanished into thick darkness. "Great," Amanda muttered. "Of course, this happens now." She fumbled for her phone, but it wasn't there. She must have left it at the desk. Annoyed, she started walking back toward the front. Her footsteps echoed, too loud to hollow in the dark. Then she heard a faint tapping sound, like fingers drumming against the floor. Amanda froze. Her mind raced. It couldn't be a person. The building had been empty when she arrived. No one else was scheduled to be there tonight. She was alone. The tapping continued, growing louder. It was coming closer. Her heart thudded. She backed up toward the desk. But before she could reach it, a figure stepped into the hallway. The silhouette was tall and thin, almost unnaturally so. Its face was obscured by a hood, but Amanda could feel its gaze on her, cold and calculating. She opened her mouth to scream, but no sound came out. Her body felt like it was frozen in place. The figure took a step forward, then another. With each step, the tapping grew more frantic, more desperate. It was coming from the floor, from the walls, from everywhere. The world around her seemed to pulse with it. Amanda finally managed to move, stumbling back toward the exit. But the figure didn't follow. Instead, it stood still, watching her as though waiting. Her fingers found the door handle, but as she turned it, the sound stopped. The building was dead silent. She jerked the door open and was met with blackness. The city lights, the street, the world beyond nothing. She stepped outside into the void, and the door slammed shut behind her. The library was gone. She was alone in the dark.